Let's see. Going live. Wait for the delay. And we're live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Best Damn Podcast, a special edition with the man who gave us a shot at interviewing, reached out to us and said, hey, you want to interview a rock and roll legend? I'm like, fuck yeah. Derek Bloody F. Mess has descended from Rockolympus, and he's here. Welcome, man. How you been?
Been good, man. I really am grateful for the opportunity, man. I've been on your show before, and I'm happy to be here again, bro.
No, man. The honor's all ours, man. You started something with us. You were the first person I ever had a chance to interview, and I was nervous as fuck during that interview. I was messing up, and you could see, like, dude, this guy's green as shit. He don't know what he's doing. But I've had a year under my belt. I think I'm just a little better. But welcome back, man. How have you been?
I've been okay, man. I've been doing some struggling on some personal levels, just financial and crap like that, like most of the people in America. But I'm doing good, man. Continuing to do the music and doing what I do best. And I really appreciate your wanting to have me on.
Dude, everybody's been struggling right now. My mother says the whole nation is in survival mode.
Well,
that's what it's been like.
I've been talking to people in like 7 countries, and they say the same exact thing. So I don't think it's USA. I think it really is global.
I think it's global. I think it's, I'm not trying to get political, but I think it's because we didn't really have like a proper recovery from COVID, is what it seems like. It was like we had this idea, just COVID's over, lift the restrictions, hit the ground running, but we didn't really have a chance to rebuild or readjust from 2 years to however long it was when we had that whole situation. And I mean, now you're starting to see a little bit, not much, but just a smidge. So maybe we're starting to recover more and more. Who knows? But I know you hooked me up with this awesome shirt. I'm going to bring this up on full screen so everybody can see this. This is an official Bloody F Mess shirt I'm representing. You buy this online from Bloody. Where can they get this at from you, brother?
You know, I'm almost out of those t-shirts. I've got like a 2XL, maybe a medium, and maybe a 3XL still.
Well, it's an awesome shirt, and he's threw a button, but my fiance stole the button. She's like, "This is going on my purse, mine now. I'm taking it." Also, congratulations, Dark Days and Unfazed. This is a killer. Fuck it. Let me bring myself up here so everybody can see the new album. This is a killer album. I bought this. I got to listen to it front to back. It's the first album I listened to front to back in a while. This fucking album rocks, man. I love it. I love everything.
Thank you, Tyler. That means a lot to me, man. A lot of people put a lot of work into that album, and without those people, I couldn't have done it. So big shout out to Dave Moe and all the other great people that I collaborated with on that album. But Dave is on half of the album, so he gets the biggest thanks of all. Without him, there wouldn't have been an album. So yeah, thank you for listening and supporting my music, man.
And you can get that album directly from Bloody. He has links on his Facebook page. Also, surprisingly, you're not writing a book, and I have been watching. You have a YouTube channel now, telling all of the amazing stories you've been through. I mean, look at this. You're like, nah, screw a book. I'll just do video. Look at this. Look at all this. Oh, I'm not subscribed on the Best Damn Podcast page. Oh, now I am. Look at all this. You got everything. The first time I smoked ganja. Oh, the one I liked was the one about John, right there. The one about John Lennon. That was crazy. That was an absolutely crazy video. But hey, that's how you get your story out there. It's working for you, man.
Hey, thanks, dude. I've been doing the channel for about 9 or 10 months, and it's really growing. The competition is heavy, though. So I'm only up to like a little over 2,500 subscribers, but it's growing every day. And thanks to good people like you, man.
Oh, I'm going to just post that right in the chat room so people can subscribe to it. Let's see. I just had that. Here we go.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm posting it right here. If you want to hear the amazing story of Bloody F Mess and everything he's been through. And let me tell you something. There's some funny stories. There's some good stories. There are some personal stories. but it's right there at youtube.com at Bloody F Mess Videos. Take my word for it. It really, let's be honest. You look at this man, great stories. It humanizes him, makes him more relatable, and makes his music a lot better. Go subscribe today. Trust me, these stories are worth it.
Yeah, I appreciate the plug. Bloody F Mess Official is the channel. And again, thanks, man.
No problem. So other than, your struggles you've been going through financially, you've got some pretty big stuff going on from what I understand, correct?
Yeah, man. Not only did the album come out on vinyl and CD, thanks to Ragged Records, thanks to Fanatic Records and Punk Media, but I've actually been invited to come do a couple shows in the Midwest. Now, keep in mind, I haven't had a regular band since, like you said, COVID. When it started, we were playing a gig on the very first night that they said no more public gatherings, but we decided to go ahead with that show. But that's the last time I've had a band. I've done a couple gigs since then, but not many. So it's my first time coming back to the Midwest since 2019.
COVID schmovid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to be in Davenport and Chicago. Those are
dude.
2 locations.
March the 14th, Davenport, Iowa at the Raccoon Motel, and March 15th in Chicago at the Live Wire Lounge with the great Super 88 backing me up, and I'm really excited, man.
You got Super 88 backing you up on this one. That's awesome. I've got to see if I'm off that day. I want to shoot up to Chicago and see it. I want to see them. I want to see you live.
Man, that'd be great.
We've been talking. We've been friends like it's been a year since you jumped on, since we had you on. So we just talk on and off, like, you'll shoot me up. Hey man, you ever heard this one? And then I'll ask you, hey man, you got somebody I can interview? And I had Jordan Longmire set up, or Longmire, I can't remember how you pronounce the name, but he was on tour at the time. And let me tell you something. I've learned something about you musicians. When you're on tour, it don't stop. No, there's nothing. It's the tour. It's 100% the tour. And you got to respect the hustle. You absolutely have to respect that.
Absolutely. Jordan's a good friend and a good dude, and he's over in Scotland doing whatever he's doing. But yeah, I'm in regular touch with him, and we did a collaboration when we covered Baby Please Don't Go, the famous blues song, with Dave Moe and Alex Moore on the music. And there's a music video on YouTube, Baby Please Don't Go, Bloody Mess, and Jordan Longmire.
Now, the last time you were on, we played some of your songs, and the interview got copyrighted. It's muted in certain areas. Are we able to play Baby Please Don't Go?
Here's the deal. I don't have my publishing set up right now. So Punk Media took me under their wing, and they've got it set up under their publishing. I still own it, but instead of me being naked in the woods and have people taking my material, I gave it to them until I get my publishing in order. So shout out to Mark and Punk Media. But yeah, man, you can use it for whatever you want as long as you're allowed to play it, and you can make it play. It's just that the stream goes into them instead of me because they're my protector right now.
Okay, so you would get the money, whatever revenue. So like, let's say somebody played this live on another radio station. They had to pay a subsidy. Okay, so I can somewhat play it, but it would get muted during the interview, correct? Like during a replay.
Yeah, as long as you can physically do it and it allows you to, the money goes straight into Punk Media's coffers. There's not a ton of money that we're making doing this YouTube stuff, but at least I know I've got some friends protecting my music right now until I get my publishing in order, because we checked with the Library of Congress recently, and there's a certain person out there that has their name listed as the person that owns all these songs, but they don't own them. I do. And so I'm getting that straightened out very soon. But until then, Punk Media is my protector, and I can't thank them enough.
Shout out to Punk Media for sure. So there's somebody claiming they own the songs that you wrote?
Yeah, well, it's probably just a fluke. It's one of my ex record labels. Somebody has to be put down as the person that owns it, but unfortunately, it's not my name. So that's going to be taken care of legally very soon, because once I get publishing back to where it should be, that's all going to be taken down, and I'm going to be hitting up people with notifications saying you can either keep my content up or share the money with me, or I'm going to take advantage of taking it back, because I've got 40-year history of music, and I wasn't the smartest person when it came to publishing, like many bands, but it's never too late to grab control of what's yours, and that's what I'm in the process of doing, Tyler.
Amen. Amen. We had an issue with Facebook. So we have a segment on our normal show called Ask Dr. Sage, and one of the songs we use for that is Pomp and Fresh. That's public domain. But for some reason, some Blink audio company claims they own the rights to that. And I'm like, how are you? It's public domain. I mean, how are you going to sit there? The YouTube and the video and the streaming stuff, I mean, I get it's good to share. It's good to share because I want to scream how good your album is and everything to the heavens and back, let everybody know. But you always have those people that are just like, well, I own the rights to this. It's like, how do you own the rights to that? I don't.
It's like walking in a minefield, you know?
It is, yeah. You sit there and you take a gamble on something, and all of a sudden, okay, that song got me copyrighted. Let's try this one. Or I've seen a guy who literally wrote his own music, and he got copyrighted. He wrote his own music. How do you? It's so. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's so weird.
It's a tricky world, man. There's copyrights and just, yeah, it's a bizarre world, man. And being a musician is not easy because there's so many ways you can get screwed over. And if you don't know exactly what you're doing when you sign those contracts, just like Prince used to say, you're a slave.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of, what was that musician that lost everything in the contract and had to rebuild? What band was that? Was it the Monkees? No, it wasn't.
I don't know, bro.
There was. It's gonna drive me nuts all night because I heard this the other night. He and his band signed up with this big deal with Capitol Records, and when they decided to part, they couldn't even take the money from their music. They couldn't even take their music.
Are you talking about John Fogerty and Creedence Clearwater Revival?
Yes, that's why was I thinking the Monkees? And it was Creedence, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
and Creedence is one of the best bands of all time. Their music.
I'm a big fan of CCR, and John Fogerty, I don't know when, but he was able to get that finally reversed, and now he does get his money now.
Yeah, and that's a lot of money he's owed back. But I mean, for God's sakes, Fortunate Son, Bad Moon Rising, those are iconic. How does the man who wrote such iconic music not? It didn't make any sense to me. It was like you said, if you don't read the fine print, you get in trouble.
I think it was they signed up with a buddy of theirs that started a record label called Fantasy Records, and that guy took control of everything, man, and just literally dominated that guy's life. The band took all their money, and I couldn't believe it that they even approached him in a human way, and that guy just was like, "Nope." Talk about greedy prick, man.
They were. It's ridiculous. So while we're on the subject of it, how your album, again, it's Dark Days and Unfazed. Great album.
Thank you, bro.
Last time you were on, you said this was the last album you were going to write. This cannot be the last album. Time puppy.
Jet Dog wants to say hi.
Hi, dog. Hi, Jet Dog. Is that his actual name, Jet Dog?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, man.
No, you're good. I got a dog recently too. My fiance, which by the way, it's her birthday today.
Happy birthday to you.
She wanted a dog and she got the dog, but now she's having that, like, the puppy has grown into a teenage dog. It's like 7 months old. So it's tearing stuff up. It's pissing everywhere. Now she's having the fun of being a dog mom, I guess you could say.
Sounds like some of my old friends, man, pissing everywhere, tearing up stuff.
Well, you might be friends with this dog if you ever meet him. His name is Charlie. So, but he's upstairs right now sleeping. I was walking him outside, and we got that really bad cold snap a while back, and he wants to walk around, explore. The last thing you want to do is go outside, wait for a dog to piss. That dog's walking around. I want to go to the backyard. I want to go to the front yard. And there you are. Jesus fucking Christ, just go ahead and piss already. Come on. And after a while, you've got to piss. So you're praying either you piss in the yard, dog, or I'm joining you. One of the two.
That's funny, bro.
Yeah, the joys of owning a dog. So anyways, like I was saying, this can't be the last album. This is such a good album, man.
Well, you never know, man. I never say never, although there have been many times where I've said, okay, I'm done. I've retired maybe 6-7 times. It annoys the hell out of people. but I reserve the right to change my mind. You know, many artists have done it over the years. You get to a certain point of burnout or depression, or you just feel at your wit's end and you decide you're going to end something, and then an opportunity arises later and you jump on it. But at least to my credit, I haven't said I'm on a farewell tour and then come back and done another tour. I have said I'm retired, but I still do music, radio, YouTube channel, and I will keep doing music probably till the day I die, even if I don't have a regular band, which I really don't want to do anymore.
I'm going to tell you right now, Skies Are Black is probably, I like Skies Are Black. I like, of course, Baby Please Don't Go, Leave With the Party, and My Religion Is Love. Skies Are Black I had on repeat for 5 times while I was out in the car this summer, out in the garage this summer working on the car. And my fiance finally goes, can you please just choose a different song? We've heard this, but I like it. It's the best one on the album, in my opinion.
You know, that song came from the heart. That was a song that basically, what did that comment just say about me retiring? Did you see that?
No, it annoys the fans because they keep unretiring. It's like he's talking about all the other big name bands, like what's the one that was just recently announced every time? Like Steven Tyler from Aerosmith claims he's retiring. We've heard it before. It'll happen if it happens. Or Ozzy's got some bad health issues.
Yeah,
but then again, he's also said he's retiring before, and he's gonna. All of a sudden, a few years later, he's like, all right, I got one more in me, one more tour. So,
yeah.
But Ozzy, man, I didn't think we'd get to the point where Ozzy looks as bad as he does. Have you seen what Ozzy looks like nowadays?
I haven't seen Ozzy in a while. I know he's got a brand new song out, though.
He's got a brand new song out, and he claims he's retiring, but he just put a new song out. So that's how it goes. You can't stop it. It's an art. He looks... Let's see, I'm going to find a picture of him today. You can still tell it's Ozzy, but man, age has not been good on him. Here we go. If I can pull up the actual picture. Here we go. All right. Bring this up. You got to forgive me. I had this big 32-inch screen I accidentally bought the other day that I didn't think would. There's Ozzy now.
Poor dude.
Yeah, age has not been kind to that man.
Well, when you go through all the substances and all the crazy stuff he's gone through, I think age and just all the accumulative years of heavy partying probably have taken a toll.
Oh, yeah. And the thing is, too, the big thing is like, this man partied his ass off. This man knew how to party. He did so much. And it's like you said, it's finally catching up to him.
I got a funny story. It's a real quick one. 1981, St. Louis, Missouri. Ozzy Osbourne, Blizzard of Oz with Randy Rhoads on guitar and Motorhead opening on their very first U.S. tour. And I was at that show. And while everyone was going around the front to get in, I went around back and I found Ozzy's bus and there was nobody around it. So I knocked on the door and Ozzy was sitting behind the front seat looking at me, like this close. But he had like a roadie or somebody on the bus doing the talking and kind of keeping me from, getting to Ozzy. But I said, can I just get an autograph? And Ozzy's like, sure, mate. So I handed it to the guy who handed it to Ozzy. Well, what it was a card in my wallet. And when you turn it over, it said, are you stoned or stupid? And Ozzy laughed his ass off when he read that. He was dying, man, but he signed it for me, and that was cool.
Do you still have that?
Nah, that burned in the 2020 Alameda fires when I lost 2 storage units with like 50 years worth of rock and roll memorabilia. I was going to open a small museum, dude, out here, but it's all gone.
Damn, because that'd be hilarious to see. It's hilarious to see, knowing Ozzy, you have on the card, are you stoned or stupid? And he would have circled stoned. Steve Stanton wants to know, where can you find the Dark Days and Unfazed album?
Well, there's a lot of stores around the country that have it, but if you want to get it quick, you can just get it from me directly. I've got maybe 8 or 10 copies left on vinyl, and I've got maybe 20 to 30 tops on CD. And my email is D as in dog, the word Moody. So dmoody41@hotmail.com. And I answer all my emails, and I'd be glad to sell you a copy.
Steve, I'll private message you his email later tonight when we're off the air. So
thanks.
get that going. So you got a new music video coming out for Wax Fruit, which is
Wax Fruit came out maybe a month or two ago.
Yeah.
And that features the great Wes Beach from the Plasmatics on guitar and bass, and the great TC Tolliver from the Plasmatics on drums, myself on vocals. The video produced by my buddy Richard Allen, and the song was produced by Paul Rossler of the Screamers and 45 Grave. It's a fun video.
Now, you released that one. How'd you get in touch with the Plasmatics? Did they reach out to you, or did you reach out to them?
Well, I was friends with Wendy O. Williams, the singer of the Plasmatics, back in the 80s, and I used to write back and forth with her, talk to her on the phone. And then I got to meet him in person one time, and that's when I first met Wes Beach in 1988, I believe. And then in 2003, I contacted Wes Beach, and we wrote a song together. And there's a music video on on YouTube called Rock and Roll Scallywag, and that was written by Wes Beach and myself. Then we re-teamed up last year, and we wrote the song Wax Fruit together. And he was kind enough to do that with TC Tolliver. And Wes Beach is probably one of my best friends to this day. We talk pretty much 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. We hear from each other, and I love the guy.
Right. Is the music video, has it been released, or?
Yeah, it's on my my other YouTube channel. It's called The Church of Rock, all one word. Type in Bloody F Mess Wax Fruit. It'll come right up.
Here we go. Let's see. I know this interview will probably get dinged, but it's like I can't not just have you on and not play some Bloody F Mess. Come on.
Thank you, bro. I also, real quick, I have another new music video out that came out a little before that one, directed by Mike Garrett, and it features Dave Moe and myself, and it's called This Creepy Little Town. So those are the 2 new music videos.
This Creepy Little Town is the other music video. Okay, I got Wax Fruit right here. Look, I love you to death. I really do. And I cannot have you on without playing at least one of your songs. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is, and trust me, guys, this is a good song here. Here is the music video to Wax Fruit off the album Dark Days and Unfazed with Bloody F Mess and the Plasma and Wes Beach from the Plasmatics. And TC Tolliver.
Everywhere you look, shit hitting the fan. Duck and cover, avoiding the splatter. Sensory overload, anxiety shattered. Everywhere you look, liars and crooks. Knives in the back, morality shook. Going down, going down. Wax Fruit, we're going down. You're the kid on the back of the bus. Bullies all around, no one to trust. Close your eyes, they'll go away. Temporary monsters ain't here to stay. Feeling time in a body's temple. Suffer with grace, or be miserable. Going down, going down. Wax Fruit, we're going down. Hey, you! Mental cases. War is written on your faces. What a shit show. Going down, going down. Wax Fruit, we're going down. Hey, you! Mental cases. War is written on your faces. Wax Fruit rotting on the vine. Dividers, uniters, showing the line. World leaders, sociopathic. Monsters, spelling rot. Dark times, fire and blood. Dominate the map, no help from above. The planet becomes the temple to suffer. Wax Fruit, breakfast, lunch, and supper. Wax Fruit, like shit for slaughter. Wax Fruit, going down. Wax Fruit, going down. Dark days on space. Dark days
We are paused. Hello? Tyler? Uh-oh. I feel like I've been abandoned. I'm alone in this chat, man. I'm still on this interview. Hello, Tyler. Something must have happened technically because I can't hear or see you. I see myself. That's scary. Hello, Tyler. Where are you, bro? You're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you, right? But I can't see or hear Tyler, so I'm here alone. Well, looks like we have some technical issues because I can see myself, but Tyler has disappeared, so I'll take over. So, welcome to Bloody F Mess Official, rockers. Tonight, we're talking about interviews gone bad. That's right. Things can go real good until they don't. And then you're left alone in a chat room by yourself talking to yourself. What are you going to do? Hey, man, Tyler, I can only cover you for so long. Dude, where are you? Hello? Hello? Loco? You're in the show, somebody posted or something. Everyone can see and hear you. Right. But now I got to interview myself, and that's not easy. So, Bloody, what do you think about this situation? Well, quite frankly, I don't know what to think. I'm just going to be patient for a moment. So we lost Tyler. This is ridiculous. Should I pack a bowl, roll a doobie? I don't know. These free little buttons come with every t-shirt or record or CD order. I can tell you that. Tyler's chick took his, but I still got mine. All right, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know what happened. Tyler's probably frustrated too, wondering what happened, but I can't see or hear you, Tyler. Oh, there he is, coming back now. Here he comes. Here he comes. I can feel it. I can smell it. It's just a little spinning circle. There's something happening technically, but I'll sit here and wait. Okay, it stopped spinning. I can feel Tyler reemerging. Hey, dude, I can see you. But it's like a freeze frame of your face. There's no video. Hello? Bummer. Don't you hate when you're doing this? Yeah, there you go. Tyler? Are you back? Are you front? Hello? I can see you, bro. This is a first. I've never had this happen.
I'm sorry about
29 minutes in.
My internet. I am so sorry. My internet apparently decided to crash on me, is what happened. And
I can't hear you, bro.
I'm sorry, bloody.
I don't know, man.
Sorry about that, man. But my internet decided to apparently crash on me. I got horrible internet. You hear me?
Can't hear you, bro.
All right, give me 1 second.
I'll be patient. I will.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. Okay. Can you hear me now? Is this good?
Yeah, we've lost the audio, folks. I don't know what happened. Tyler, the audio's not working, bro.
Is better here?
Hello? Hello? Tyler. Hello? Hello?
That better?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Hello, I hear you. Hello.
Hello,
Okay,
hello?
good. So I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but my dog decided to knock the router off the TV stand, off the stand.
Makes sense.
So, yep, there's the culprit right there, too, ladies and gentlemen. So, but the internet is booting back up. So I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, Bloody. I didn't know the dog was going to just randomly decide to fight the cat and knock over the damn TV router. So
I kept myself entertained.
yeah, I'm sorry. I get to see you. The song ended, and it was like, oh no, what happened to the internet? What? And I can see you in the background. Oh, now I'm by myself.
That's all
Great.
good, man.
I'm sorry.
Shit happens, bro.
Dude, my dog, I don't know why he does it, but every time he goes back behind the sofa, he ends up pulling the cord that's attached to the what is it? Every time he pulls the cord attached to the outlet, he pulls that router down. He did it the other night, scared the hell out of me. And I keep trying to teach him, don't go behind the sofa, because he goes back there because for some reason he's got his nest back there. He lays down back there. He sleeps, all that stuff. So as soon as the song ended, the internet went out. I'm like, oh no, what in the hell happened? I'm like trying to get everything booted back up, hoping you're still on, hoping the audience is still listening. Went upstairs. Sure enough, the router was unplugged. I was like, you little fucker.
I kept myself entertained.
I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize. So I even sent you a message on Facebook thinking, damn it, my internet just crashed.
All good.
So while we're waiting for our internet to start back up, that was on the Church of Rock YouTube page. You've been hosting this show for 25 years. Holy shit, that's impressive.
Yeah, man, we're on every Sunday night from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific time on KSKQ Radio based in Ashland, Oregon.
That's impressive. And your show is syndicated nationwide, right?
Well, I'm syndicated on another station on the coast of Oregon, and with our live streaming, we get listeners from about 7 to 9 different countries every Sunday, man, and I'm pretty proud of that fact.
Oh, wow. Do you know what countries those are from?
Huh?
Do you know where those listeners are from? What countries?
I do. New Zealand, Australia, Canada, Scotland, a lot of countries, bro. England.
I bet I know who the Scotland one is.
Well, I've got quite a few Scottish listeners, probably half a dozen or so.
Right. Okay, I think my internet finally booted back up. Let me see if I can't get back here into the studio. I'm going to go throw the dog in the bathroom so he doesn't do that again. All right, here we go. I think, yes. Here we are. So here. Move myself. Bear with me, buddy. And there we go. All right. Again, I'm terribly sorry about that technical issue, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm sorry, Bloody.
He's back.
Thank God I'm back. Jeez. And let's hope that dog, if I'm going to kill that dog, I'm going to tell my fiance, look, if that dog ever cuts off my internet again,
can't hear you, brother.
What?
Plagued by difficulties.
I really need a professional studio. Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Oh, no. What happened?
Yeah, there's no audio all of a sudden.
Oh. Test. How's this?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know what happened. Let me see if I can boost you up, maybe, because I know you were having issues with the.
Darn it. I don't know, bro. I can't hear any audio, Tyler.
I don't know. We were doing just fine, and then this happened.
Whack. I don't know.
I don't know either.
I guess we could just mime.
Let's see. All right, test. You try. Is this good?
I don't know, bro. Should we just call it a short session and try for another day and do it again? Or what do you want to do?
All right, is that better? No, it's not better. Oh my god, I am going to pull my hair out. All right, let's see here.
So I guess we have no audio at this point. I don't know what happened, bro. Let me try this. Hello?
Hello?
Wow, a weird symbol popped up on my screen and I pressed it. Now I can hear you again. This is crazy.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening, but oh well.
Fucking gremlins, dude, I swear. One day, maybe one day, I'll be financially fit enough. This podcast will be big enough that I could have like somebody off to the side who can actually run a board. So if this ever happens, it's like, hold on, pause. Oh, have you got any weed on? Have you got any weed on? Yeah, I need some weed right now.
I know. I wish I would have smoked beforehand.
Oh my gosh, I should have took a gummy beforehand with all this. I didn't know. I am terribly sorry for all the technical issues, ladies and gentlemen, and bloody. But
yeah, I haven't gotten drunk in like since 2013, but I'm about ready to grab a drink.
Oh, I'm stressing you out that bad.
Yeah, there's something going on with the audio. It's gone again, bro.
No. The microphone. This microphone.
Oh, okay.
Short in it because, well, when you're doing the fire sales like we do, we're raising money for St. Jude's, and I'm doing all the stupid shit. This microphone's been through hell. It's time for the microphone to retire. Unfortunately, it's been through a lot. Let's see. I've broke the mount here. It got swung into my head one night accidentally. About knocked my ass out, and I think that's about it. I think, when it hit my head, it broke something in the microphone. So I don't know. So, but anyways.
Oh, well.
Yeah, Church of Rock. So who do you do the Church of Rock show with?
Sister Tracy is the co-producer and co-host. She's been on for a long time. She's also the co-host and host and producer of a show every other week called Latitude 42 on KSKQ. So she's an excellent co-host and producer, man. And yeah, every Sunday we bring the rock and roll to the masses.
Is she looking to maybe produce another show? I need a producer here to keep my stuff from falling apart.
Right.
She sounds like she does a great job with everything you've got going on with the Church of Rock.
Yeah.
So I was going to do a rock show like years ago. I even talked to you about it and you had some ideas. And I think you sent somebody my way with some independent music. And you were like, the person was like sending me all this independent music. It's just life got in the way so fast with me. It was like, I was wanting to do this where I figured, you know what? I'm going to just do a rock show, play music from independent musicians, the underground, people like, for example, I'd play music from you for sure. People just starting out, wanting their music to get told, wanting their music to get recognized. And life just got in the way so fast. I had to fix the roof on the house. I had to fix this. And next thing I know, it was like, damn, it's been 6 months. I can't believe I let that go.
Well, at least you're wearing a cool t-shirt.
I am wearing a cool t-shirt. It's a kick-ass t-shirt. And just the fiance is notorious for stealing clothing off me. I told her she'd have to fight me with a knife fight for this shirt. This is my shirt.
Hopefully it was a butter knife.
Hopefully it's a butter knife. Yeah. So And the Church of Rock also has a YouTube channel. That's where we heard the song Wax Fruit off of. That's what we saw the
Yeah,
music video
that
for it,
that channel is primarily for stuff from the Church of Rock radio show. It's also the home where all my music can be found, and we put all kinds of rock and roll stuff up for pretty much anybody that's into punk, metal, rock and roll. There's a lot of cool stuff on the Church of Rock channel. Thanks to Ricky Allen in Racine, Wisconsin, for helping me run that channel all these years.
Oh, nice. Very nice. There's a link to the Church of Rock YouTube page. You want to check all the music out they've got. Plus, I can already tell you some interviews and whatnot. Definitely go subscribe to him. And like we said earlier, Bloody also has himself a YouTube channel. You can go on there, see all of Bloody's stories. The stories are both fun, they're entertaining, they rock out loud, and they're also very humbling. So it helps paint the picture of what Bloody has become over the years. And let me tell you something.
Thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
Good. So let's see. Go back here real quick. So you have one song coming up with the Plasmatics. This is a tribute song, correct?
Actually, no. Me and West Beach are working on a full-fledged EP with 6 songs, and 4 of those will be Plasmatics covers with 2 brand new originals. And I've already got one of the originals right now on my email, and it's awesome. And it's a curveball. No one's gonna expect this kind of music from West Beach, but I can tell you, it's kind of surf rock, and it's just awesome. So I'm working on lyrics and a title for that bad boy right now.
I'm gonna need to buy that album off you when it comes out. You're doing it's an album basically.
It'll be an EP, and I'm hoping we can get a label to put it out on vinyl and CD once it's finished. But we'll definitely get it out there on the internet somehow.
I'm definitely buying it as soon as that comes out. I love the last album I bought off you. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll take some more. Give me more.
Thank you, bro.
Sounds like it'd be a good album to listen to, like on a hot summer day out by the pool. You got the lady out there swimming, all that stuff. You got a beer and all that stuff. Sounds like it'd be a good album to listen to in the summer. So you're gonna do a complete EP, 6 songs. You're not going to reveal the songs you're doing a tribute for, are you?
Pardon me?
You're not going to reveal the songs on the EP, are you?
I think we're going to be doing A Pig is a Pig. We've settled on like several different options. A Pig is a Pig is one of them. I think maybe... I can't remember the other ones we're doing, man, but the originals are going to be fun. And whatever covers we do by the Plasmatics, I'm super excited that, Wes believes in me enough to lay down the vocals. And yeah, I'm excited, but A Pig is a Pig is one of them.
That's a good one. That's probably their best one, in my opinion. That's going to be interesting to see your take on it.
A pig is a pig.
Pig is a pig. That's it. Oh, jeez. I'm definitely going to want to buy that album for sure. Definitely. You've also got recently, you told me that you got Super 88 band.
Yeah, dude. They are one of the best bands to come out of Central Illinois. They've been around for 26 years. Mm-hmm. Dave Moe on guitar. He wrote half of the new Dark Days Unfazed album and plays on half of it. You got Jeff Hyde on vocals. You got Brody Mogg on drums, a.k.a. Peter, I'm sorry. And the bass player, Chris Anderson. These guys have been working hard in Peoria to get ready for these shows, so shout out to them. And I'm going to rehearse with them one night on March 13th before the shows start, and then we're going to go do these gigs, man.
Any chance you could probably do an EP with them at some point?
Probably not. They have their own thing going on, man, and with time and money and all that stuff, it's kind of hard. But I probably will be collaborating with Dave Moe again in the future. But I would be open to doing something with Super 88 if the possibility ever happened. Absolutely. It'd be an honor.
I would love to hear that. I'd love to hear that. Does it blow your mind ever at any point when you're doing all these albums, you're going on tour, these EPs, ever blow your mind? You got all these bands, whether it's Jordan Longmire, I'm sorry, I'm trying to pronounce his name correctly. I forget how it's pronounced. The Plasmatics, Super 88. There's countless others. I know there is. You have all these huge musicians that are coming up to you and asking you, hey, you want to work on an album you want to work on a song with us? You want to go on tour with us? Ever blow your mind that you've gotten this big?
Well, I just have a lot of gratitude, man. And, mostly when I do collaborations, I'm usually the one kind of reaching out and inviting people, and most people say yes. And I've had a lot of my heroes appear on records with me, and I'm really grateful, man. It's not something I brag about. All I do is say, let the music do the talking. Like Skies Are Black, the song you like, that features the drummer for the Germs, Don Bowles, one of the first punk bands ever in America on backing vocals. That chorus, you'll never break me. That's all mostly Don Bowles doing that high voice on that. And he made that song so much better,
No shit. I forgot. You told me last time he was on there. I forgot that was him. That's awesome.
I've been pretty blessed, man. I've worked with a lot of my heroes from bands that I grew up listening to, like Rick Agnew from the Adolescents. The guy, he started Social Distortion, Casey from DI, Casey Royer, Jatan Damone from Christian Death, Paul Rossler from 45 Grave and the Screamers, Sammy Town from Fang, Helen Killer, Sid Vicious's ex-buddy, and all kinds of cool people that I've worked with. And I'm super grateful, including the singer for RF7, Felix Alanis, and Sister Tracy has been on many of my records, including Dark Days Unfaced, contributing vocals.
Yep. That's impressive, man. So I think the next question I had to ask you, where do you see yourself going after all this? After the tour in Davenport and Chicago, after the EP comes out with the Plasmatics, what's next for you? Because
probably check myself into a mental hospital. I need help.
Am I that bad of an interviewer? Hey, check me into. I'll go right next door. Tell the doctors, don't let that jackass near me.
Okay, the truth is I had to check out of the mental hospital to do this interview, so the cat's out of the bag.
Oh, God. No, I wonder because, when last time you were on, you told us everything you've done and how you came up. You even have a song about O.J. Simpson.
I do.
Who has a song, and I still listen to that song constantly. Who has a song about O.J. Simpson?
Well, little backstory. I was in the band Bloody Mess and the Scabs. We sat down one night, the TV came on. They were chasing OJ down the highway. And then when they busted him, we literally wrote the song the next day, quickly self-recorded it, and we sent it out to radio stations all over central Illinois. And the Lytle and Lamb show, based in Peoria at the time, started playing that on the morning show, and we got a big following based on that song alone. And it was kind of a tongue-in-cheek, funny song. But Black and Blue Records later released that song on our 7-inch called A Dog Biscuit for Sick Puppies.
Yep. That song, I get it's supposed to be a comedic song, but honestly, that beat and the lyrics, OJ, that's a hell of a song, man. And I'm like, they put this out there because I remember you telling me this, and I was like, oh, no. I've got to stop this interview. I got to go listen to this song. And it was exactly what I thought it was. It was awesome. It was funny. And I'm like, you wrote a song about O.J. Simpson during the Bronco chase? We actually had Ray Lytle on a couple months ago.
I know. I tuned in, bro. That was a great chat.
Dude, have you seen how much weight the man has lost?
Yeah, I was pretty impressed. He's looking pretty healthy these days, and I have nothing but fondness for the guy. He, did a lot to help our band gain momentum back in the day. He was always cool to put us on the show, and cheers to Ray.
Yeah, he has lost a ton of weight, and we had him on. He was talking all about that because I remember you mentioned a comment. You opened for him once for his band, Ray Lytle and the Itchy Pickles, correct?
Well, what it was the Lytle and Lamb anniversary show, and they had it at the Madison Theater. 2,000 plus people in there. Head East was headlining. We were on the bill. We opened that show, and it got really crazy, man, that night because they expected us to come out and do all this crazy stuff, but we all came out and we did my country song, Hungover and Stoned, and we were perfect gentlemen until about 8 hours later when all that free alcohol kicked in, and then, the rest is history, and I haven't really told that story much. But basically, security followed me around trying to get me out of the building, and I ended up climbing up on the top of the Madison Theater balcony and taking a whiz onto 2,000 people. And at the time, I was out of my mind on alcohol, bro. I'm talking security chasing me around, and my 300-pound drummer with his shirt off, holding a bass by the neck, saying, "If you touch Bloody, I'll kill you." And they couldn't get me out, man. And it was just a shit show. And to this day, the guy that used to manage the Madison Theater is still really pissed off at me.
He climbed up on top of the balcony. Wow. Can you imagine somebody's in the audience? Is it leaking in here?
Yeah, they're all looking up, and I was looking down like.
How old were you back then when that happened?
Oh, what year was that? Jesus Christ. The Lytle and Lamb thing had to have been 1993, I believe. So I was born in 1966, so I believe I was around 30, maybe
30 years old.
I can't do the math. What is 1966? Hell, I can't do math. I suck at it.
You would have been about 30. You would have been about 31
Yeah.
years old. Yeah. So just climbed up on top of the bed.
Oh, there's a lot more to the story. Believe me, there's some details that
I'm
really
sure
get you
there
going.
is, man. If you don't want to share it, totally understand it. But I'm just gonna say right now, you're my fucking spirit animal. I'm gonna call that.
I had to give you a little snippet of that story.
Wow. So my next question to you, and then I think we'll probably end it. And I do apologize for the technical issues we've had tonight. Blame the dog. Gonna kill the dog at some point, I'm sure. At some point, I'm gonna kill his dog.
No worries, bro. No worries, man. I'm pretty easy going, man.
I try and put everybody who comes on this show on the highest pedestal, and this is the first interview. You were my first interview that's ever got the opportunity to do, and here you are, first of the year. My final question for you is: are you at some point? We talked about this last time. How cool it would be for you to go back to all your old albums, because you mentioned there were albums that you had wrote but you couldn't find anymore, or you don't have the rights to, or they were missing, something along those lines. Are you going to fall? Are you going to, because we suggested, why don't you just go back? You have the songs, they're up in here in this brilliant genius mind of yours. Go back and rewrite them and re-release them for like an anniversary, or, some type of special occasion for, you. Are you going to follow through with that?
No, I don't think I will, man, because I think it's best just to go forward. I do live in the past a little bit with my YouTube stories, but I very much live for now and for tomorrow, but mostly for today. I just can't count my chickens, man. And, those songs were recorded in a special time when I was a different person. Somebody recently said, "I sure wish you'd do vocals like you did on your first record." I go, that's like saying, "I wish I was 15 again." It's like, it won't happen. My vocals have evolved. And I still do punk rock, but I don't sing the way I used to because I was drunk. I was out of my mind. I was completely mental. But these days, I'm still completely out of my mind and mental. I'm just not drunk.
No, you're not. Come on. You have a higher thinking process than most mortals.
To be honest and serious, I'm just going to focus on doing new music and keep going forward. And if anyone wants to hear any of my 10 albums I've released in the last 43 years, they're all available on The Church of Rock, all one word.
The Church of Rock YouTube channel?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to post that right here for everybody so they can see it. I posted it earlier, but I'm going to remind everybody where they can find most of your older music and where they can find some of your newer music, such as...
I appreciate that, man. Everything helps. Everything helps, bro. Thank you.
I try and help out the best I can, man. So, my one last question before we get off of here. I need to get a shirt like this for Susan. Are you going to get any more shirts, or are you done?
Good question, brother. Yeah, I had somebody that's in my family reach out to me and say, "Hey, you need to have some merch when you go on to do those gigs. And if you need some help, I will front you the money, help you out, get them paid for." So yeah, I'm working it out. I got a shout out to Jam Screen Printing in Peoria. They do all my shirts for decades. Shout out to Andrew Goldfarb, aka the Slow Poisoner, for drawing that t-shirt design, which I love. I love the fact that I'm a cartoon because that's how I feel in real life.
I'm going to model it here real quick. I mean, look at this. It's a pretty kick-ass shirt, not gonna lie. It's really kick-ass.
Hey, Tyler,
Yes.
I'm getting ready to dye my hair purple again, so I'll look just like that pretty soon.
Well, I wasn't going to point out the hair's a bit off, but you know, now you're going to match the hair up. All right.
I've had the hair dye for like a month. I'm just lazy, man. I don't mind the white hair. I kind of dig it, but I'd rather have some color, so I'm going to do bright purple soon.
How much snow and cold air have you guys gotten where you live at?
You guys get more snow and cold air than we do here, or Illinois is 10 times more harsh.
Okay. You know how I mentioned earlier we do all these fire sales and stupid stunts for charity on the Best Damn Podcast? I usually think I'm a big badass guy. I can stand it, but I did something and I regret this. They literally, the other night, shaved my head when it got down to about almost 10 degrees. And I work at a cold ass factory.
So what made you do that? What made you shave it?
Somebody said they would donate like $25 to St. Jude's if I shave my head off. And I used to be in the Army. I used to rock shaved heads all the time. I'm like, yeah, sure, no problem. I'm used to cold weather, shaved head. I've done it before, you know. And then I realized when I woke up the next morning, oh, Jesus Christ, it's not like I remember. I'm not. And then you're driving around that warehouse with
at least you're a good guy and you're doing it for a good cause and you've got good intentions. So I back that, man.
We do it for good intentions. It's for the kids. It's 100% for the kids. So, but let me tell you something. If I had hair, I would rather dye my hair purple. I would rather have the hair dyed than have it shaved. Because the other night I went outside to smoke a cigarette at work. I'm trying to quit and it's not going well. It's kicking my ass worse. And I'm like, oh, it's a little warm outside. All of a sudden, this cold breeze and this puddle of water, because where I sit at to smoke, there's a trailer right here, a semi-trailer. And the snow and ice was melting off and the water was going onto the semi-trailer. As I'm sitting there smoking, the wind picks up and most of the water flew off that semi-trailer and landed on my bald head.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a wake-up call.
You should put like a suction cup on there and put like a big bowl and you could just collect rainwater on your head.
We were trying to shave it to the point where they wanted to stick a plunger on my head. I'm like, I don't think you're going to get it that way.
That's funny. That'll be another $25 before you do that.
Oh, the past fire sale we did, we were sliding around. We were doing the ice bucket pool challenge. It was horrible. It was 10 degrees outside, maybe 5 degrees. Jason Wilhite was over here, who's one of my co-hosts, for $5 donation because we decided, hey, let's run Christmas sales because everybody's going to be recovering from Christmas. They're going to want to save all their money for the bills and everything like that. $5, I would dump a bucket of ice water on my head and stand outside for 5 minutes. $10, I get in a big old tub of ice water $10, $20, I jump in my pool.
How about maybe if they up it to $50, maybe you could tie your penis and do like a pretzel, like tie your penis up, you know, like in a knot.
Don't give me ideas. Although
I'm mental, told you.
But it was so cold, the ice, we'd forgotten that the ice was still on the pool. We'd had a 40-degree day. We figured most of the ice had melted. It did not melt at this point. So I end up having the penguin. You know what a penguin slide is?
I don't.
It's where you get on your stomach and you slide across the ice with your arms up. And my big fat white ass was on that ice trying to do it as best I could in shorts and a Hawaiian shirt. It sucked. And the ice water was worse than I had ever thought. They were like, well, I got to do it one way or another. So they're like, and Wilhite, being a jackass, was like, oh, that first one sucked. Try it again. Okay. Oh, that one sucked. Try it again. That one sucked. One more time.
Well, you created an interesting visual for me. Thanks for that.
You're going to get off here. I just thought of a new song for my album. At least I'm not Tyler.
Well, dude, I appreciate the time. It's been fun. Don't worry about the technical difficulties. I did my best to keep your audience entertained while you were off the air, and you can watch that when you rewind it.
All right. I'm sure, because I see Steve is in here, and Steve actually asked to comment pack a bowl. So Steve is a big stoner. So anyways, the album itself is Dark Days and Unfazed. It's an amazing album, ladies and gentlemen. Get in touch with Bloody himself or get in touch with me. We will send you the email and you can buy this album. I've listened to it front to back multiple times. Trust me, it's worth it. Bloody will also be in Chicago and Davenport March. What was the dates again?
March 14th and 15th.
March 14th and 15th. So I'm going to try and shoot up there and see him. Definitely, if you're in the area, go check him out. It's going to be a hell of a concert. It's going to be a hell of a show. Bloody, thank you very much. I love you to death. You started something. You started this whole interview thing with me, and now I can't stop. Thank you for giving me the honor to be the one to interview you.
Well, I appreciate it very much. I'm grateful, and I love you back, brother.
All right. And we will see you all on the next episode of the Best Damn Podcast. So long, everybody.